This is every mini-drone used by the IDF for urban warfare. Kamikaze weapons, indoor scouts, cyber hunters, robotic arms, speaker systems, 8 machines. Some cost $500, some carried no weapons at all. Every single one changed the battlefield forever. First up, the Spike Firefly. The Spike Firefly is a loitering munition built by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems in Israel. It weighs 3 kilograms, fits in a military backpack, and launches in under 60 seconds. What makes it unique is its abort capability. If civilians appear or the mission changes, the operator recalls the drone mid-flight and it returns without detonating. No other loitering munition in 2023 could do this. The IDF used the Firefly to hit targets inside buildings, through windows, and in positions unreachable by conventional weapons. More than 100 documented engagements were recorded in just the first 3 months of the Gaza operation. FPV Kamikaze Drone. FPV stands for First Person View. The operator wears a headset showing a live camera feed from the drone, flies it directly into the target, and the onboard explosive detonates on impact. The entire system costs under $500. A single conventional precision missile costs up to $175,000. The IDF deployed FPV drones in large numbers across Gaza for use in alleyways, stairwells, and tunnel entrances where larger weapons could not be used. After the conflict, the United States Army began procuring FPV systems in bulk, directly citing lessons learned from IDF operations in Gaza. Rotem L. The Rotem L is a loitering munition developed by Israeli company Uvision, and it was designed specifically for one purpose: to be carried and operated by a single soldier in the field. It weighs under 5 kilograms, folds into a compact carry case, and can be airborne within 90 seconds of unpacking. The drone circles a target area autonomously, transmitting live video, and when the operator locks on and confirms, it dives and detonates. It was used in Gaza to strike moving targets in open urban terrain where FPV drones were too fast and conventional munitions were too large. Special Forces units used it extensively in targeted operations during the ground phase of the conflict. Hermes 450. The Hermes 450 is a medium-altitude surveillance and strike drone built by Elbit Systems, and it was one of the most continuously operated platforms throughout the Gaza conflict. It carries a multi-sensor payload that includes electro-optical cameras, infrared imaging, and laser designation systems, allowing it to track targets day and night from altitudes that make it invisible and nearly silent from the ground. In Gaza, it was used to monitor movement across entire city blocks, identify weapons caches, and provide real-time targeting data to ground units operating below. It also carried lightweight precision munitions for direct strikes on confirmed targets when ground forces could not reach them. Xtender. The Xtender is a micro-drone built by Israeli startup Xtend for indoor military operations. It is controlled using a VR headset and gesture-based controller, small enough to fly through interior doorways, and equipped with a camera that operates in complete darkness. Its role in Gaza was building clearance, sent into structures ahead of infantry to assess every room before soldiers entered. By 2024, the IDF had deployed hundreds of Xtender units across Gaza, and commanders reported a direct reduction in casualties during close-quarters operations attributed to pre-entry reconnaissance using this platform. Wolverine. The Wolverine is Xtend's heavier platform built for physical interaction, not just observation. It carries a robotic arm that opens doors, moves objects, and places explosive charges remotely. It can also be fitted with a through-the-wall radar that detects human heartbeats through solid concrete, in giving operators a live count of people inside a structure before anyone approaches. Hamas had booby-trapped buildings, tunnels, and civilian infrastructure extensively across Gaza. The Wolverine allowed IDF engineers to investigate those environments from a safe distance. Across all documented operations in Gaza, not a single Wolverine was reported destroyed by enemy action. Skydio X2. The Skydio X2 is an American-built autonomous drone adopted by IDF units for close-range reconnaissance in dense urban environments. Its defining feature is AI-powered obstacle avoidance. It navigates independently around walls, vehicles, cables, and debris without any manual pilot input. In Gaza, this made it the only drone capable of operating safely at speed inside partially collapsed buildings and destroyed infrastructure where human-piloted drones would crash. The operator simply points it at a location, and the drone finds its own path there. IDF Special Operations units used it for rapid site assessment in areas too structurally unstable for soldiers to enter directly. Cyber and speaker drone. The IDF deployed two types of non-weapons drones in Gaza that carried no explosives at all. Speaker drones broadcast live audio warnings in Arabic ahead of ground advances, directing civilians toward evacuation corridors. Before entering Hamad City, this became one of the largest drone-based civilian warning operations ever recorded. Cyber drones mimicked cellular tower signals, causing phones in the area to connect automatically. Once connected, the drone delivered tracking software that identified individual devices in real time. Hamas fighters concealed among civilians were located not by satellites or ground informants, but by the phones in their own pockets. These 8 systems define how the IDF approached urban warfare in Gaza, and they are now being studied and adopted by militaries around the world as the new standard for modern ground combat.